So I'll show that only. I'll open file. Maya is opening. Just give me a second. Okay, Maya open. DBA. Let's use pose. Don't see. So I opened my file. All textures. I have to assign now. So I'll show you how to assign textures and how to render it out in Maya. And in Maya, but if you want to render it out in Maya, you have to export all the maps separately, like that what we use PVR, albedo, metallic, and roughness. That process we have to select that only. But only difference is you have to change like the type of material. If you press Control A, it will open this thing, or you have to make sure the type of material you're using, it's not Lambert, Blinn, or anything, because we're going to use Arnold renderer. Arnold is basically your AI. You can see this A, it means Arnold. So click here and you can see by default it's most of the time is Lambert or Blinn or Phong. You see Blinn and everything, Lambert. So you can scroll, change it to AI standard surface. Just make sure you're using this type of, it's a material. So this material have a lot of properties. So texture will generate some detail, and with the help of this material I can control the appearance. So select this. After selecting this, and you can see weight is 8.8, so make it 1. So it give you 100% output of your color. Color is basically your diffuse map. So click here and assign the file. Like you can browse here, and wherever your map, assign it, whichever map is there, and assign it. And by default you see everything like this. Press 6 like this. Now metalness, go to metalness, assign your metal, and make sure metalness is raw. All the grayscale map should be raw. Color space should be raw, and go to color balance. Switch on alpha is luminance. If you do not switch it on, it won't work properly. It will give you issue. So all black and white map should be raw, and alpha is luminance should be turned on. Then go back. Then roughness, apply your roughness map here. Same thing, raw, alpha is luminance, because roughness map also a black and white map. Then back. Then I have this, what do you call it? Emissive, right? Emissive. So emission map, weight, and color. So color, you can choose it from this. Your file, wherever you use your file. Like, let's check wherever is my file. DPA, and where is my emissive map? Here. Shift right click. So with the see copy path option is there. If you press shift and right click, you can have this option, or you can just simply select the path this path, copy it and just browse to this area. You can do that, copy path. I'll go back here and paste it. So you can see it copy the entire path of that file and open it. Okay, this is your color. Or if you want, you can choose weight also. It will work perfectly. For weight, you need to have a black and white map. So assign this, you can see all the metal part looks black. So by default in viewport, it will look black. So no need to worry about that. But an Arnold renderer, for our rendering anything, you need to have light in your scene, otherwise it won't work. So let's see, to create, I'll go to Arnold, and now I need light because in my scene there is no light. So you can see I have a area light, I have a mesh light. So I'm going to use a area light. Click on this, it will create this box, this square. So area light is basically depending upon the area of this thing, it will generate a light. And this green line is basically the direction. So I can rotate, angle change, and place it wherever I want to place. And place and change the angle. But you can see, cannot see anything here. So to see the preview of light, you have to press 7 from keyboard. Press 7, and you can see it's not affecting my scene. That means the intensity of the light is very low. So light is selected, you can see exposure and intensity. So intensity I can make 10. See it getting brighter. Exposure I can make it 2, even brighter. And you can see my glass getting this kind of broad white line patch because of the size of the light. So area light, how it works, the bigger the size, softer the shadow, smaller the size, like a really sharp and crispy shadow. So if I reduce this, you can see all the highlight become really prominent and strong. If I reduce it, everything become soft. This is how it works, area light. Now if I want to generate one more, let's generate at least 2. And let's give it like 20 or something and push it back. And now multiply, I can make it 2. So I basically adding 2 lights. So I'll be using 3-point lighting. The basic lighting setup is called like we have a rim light, we have a main key light, and we have a fill light. So this is my rim light, this is my main light, and now I need a fill light because this light is coming from back, this light is coming from the front. So this area will become dark in color and it will have less light here. So I can just simply shift and duplicate this and rotate. And fill lights are usually very low intensity, just to fill that section so that it doesn't become black. And reduce the size. And now we have decent amount of light in our scene. You can see all the scratches and everything is visible. Now, if I render it out, I have to click either these or go to Arnold, click on this render. Based on the camera, like your viewport, it will start rendering. It will open a new window, but keep one thing in mind. This is a production process of rendering and it's a slow, it takes a lot of time to render. You can see because I now can see all the metallic part, but you can see lots of things doesn't look very nice. So I have to manually fix everything. We have to render it out, check, and one by one, I can see those things and check those things and fix it. You can see I can see all those scratches and everything. But Arnold gives you very good quality render. It's way better than Marmoset. But only thing is, it's a very time consuming process, a very slow process. So I can see one thing clearly, my normals are flipped. You can see my normals are flipped. So I can keep it here, resize the window. Resize the window, and it's the IPR. It's an IPR rendering, means it's in real time. If I modify any light, like select this, if I make it like 20, see it will start rendering once again automatically. You don't have to do anything. But this is a very heavy on your CPU and GPU both. If you're doing rendering, you cannot do anything else on your system. So make sure switch off everything and then start rendering. So you can see, I can see there is a little bit of issue. I can rotate the, see, it updates automatically. Zoom in. You see, it gives you very good quality render. So now I feel my normals are little wrong. So either I'll go back and fix my normal in Substance instead of I can see all the normals are flipped here. You see, it looks like more of a round thing. Corners are not very nice. So I have to go to geometry and go to bump mapping. Let's break it. You can see it updates it again. All this information, everything is coming from, oh, this is pipe. Oh, my bad. It's body. So I need to fix this thing. Uh, Body, bump and everything check. So now color is fine. Make it 101. So pure color, metal, make sure raw. See, it's kind of little hang because we're changing the color space. Changed, and make sure switch it on. Until unless you switch it on, it won't work properly. Similarly, roughness, it's on. Color space raw, correct. Now I'll go to emission. You can see emissive, the intensity I'm using 5. So by default it was 0. So you can change, assign a map, and intensity can increase. Then go to geometry, open. It should, normal should be raw, and alpha's luminance should be off, turned off. This you can do. And there's one more thing I have to is, because normal I can see clearly,